Okay, we're here with Kjell van Sice. It's the last hours of the AWSI show, and it was a very, very busy week. What was the response from all the dealers with all the pretty amazing looking Armstrong gear?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We had a fantastic show. I think everybody had a great show this year. Luckily, we were blessed with a little bit of wind. Yeah, the response was super positive. Yeah, we were really stoked to be here.
So this kite board looks amazingly nice. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, definitely. So for the last 4 years, this thing's been under wraps, cooking and development. So this is our WKT board. Now, WKT stands for Wake, Kite, and Tow. Now, if you are, and even if you aren't familiar with the Armstrong range, we have 2 sets of boards at the moment, a wing surf and a wing sup. Those are basically 27 liters on up to about 130 or so liters. So for Wake, Kite, and Tow, of course, you don't really need a whole lot of board. Actually, the less board you got, the better. So WKT, it is basically a super trick tech molded carbon construction. As you can see, it's really thin. Actually, the thickest point's only an inch across all 3 sizes. So the 3 sizes that we have are a 109, a 122, and a 137 centimeter. And those go from 8.2 to 11.5 liters in volume. And a couple features to point out. So here, since we're looking at the top here, we've got titanium threaded strap inserts. And then flipping on the back side, we have something which is sort of a hallmark feature for our Armstrong boards, which is our forward geometry extra long carbon board tracks, foil mast tracks, and those just give you a really broad range of adjustability as far as where you position your mast. Now, as far as the board's construction, like I said, it's molded carbon, and it's actually based a lot on the monolithic top construction that we have for our mast, for our carbon masts. That's strategically located in the sort of highest loaded areas of the board. So you're going to get a board that's fairly light, that's really, really stiff and super durable.
So this board definitely, like, it's thin, but looking at it with the shape, I can tell that it's going to be pretty stiff. Was that one of the main goals, to make sure that the board didn't give up on the performance of the foils?
Yeah, absolutely. So, to give you an example, right now, one of our riders, Austin Tovey, is absolutely sending it in the wake market, and he's working right now on doing double backflips, and this board was developed very closely with him. And down in New Zealand, this was also tested a lot. Kiting, and certainly for tow as well. So yeah, it's meant to be thin, but super, super strong. Thin and stiff.
The Armstrong foils have a reputation for being unbelievably smooth when you're in really turbulent water, like in whitewater and surf, or even behind a boat. What's the magic sauce in the Armstrong setup that makes that happen?
Yeah, so the magic sauce with that really is selectively placing flex throughout the system. So if you've ever had an Armstrong that you've gone up and kind of fondled when it's on the beach, you'll notice that there's flex in certain places and stiffness in other places. And other than that, just has to do with materials and sort of the tight tolerances that it's built on. So this is our new performance mast range. We're really, really excited about this. So the idea with the performance mast range was to create from the ground up a brand new mast. Now, the one that we're looking at here that I have in my hand, which is the first size that'll be released, is the 935. So it's 93.5 centimeters, 935 on the millimeters. The idea is, again, stiffer, faster, lighter, more efficient. Now, what's really cool about how this mast was put together is Army Armstrong, our founder, his background is in sailing. Being down in New Zealand, he's very closely tied to the America's Cup New Zealand team. When they're some of the best designers and engineers of hydrofoils and pretty much anything that flies through the water in the world. And so we had a unique opportunity to team up with them, both for design and engineering and with materials. And so from the ground up, this thing is pretty badass. A really cool thing that was addressed in sort of the engineering phase was ventilation. Ventilation being, as you're rolling through the water, air gets sucked down from the surface and it can disturb the flow and create drag, and also, makes your ride a little bit rougher. And so the more you can reduce ventilation, the faster and the smoother your foil is going to be. This will be coming a little bit later in the year. Like I said, it's going to first come out in 935, and then it'll be followed by a longer and a shorter size. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Cool. And is that crossing over between all the different sports?
Absolutely. So I've been winging this. We did dock start pumps off this 93 centimeter mast, and I've been downwind supping this mast all week, and it is stiff and fast and works really well across all the different sports.
Taking a look at the connection here, how does the whole fuselage system fit in? How many, does it take a lot of bolts, or is it a simple or complex?
Yeah, so everything with Armstrong is cross-compatible. So we have a new mast, and the shape's been a little optimized, but it all fits with all the other gear that we have. So our fuselage, it's sort of a male-female connection, so it'll slide in this side, pops out that side. It's like a kind of a press fit. We have 1, 2, 3, and then a barrel nut on this side, and then you have a super solid connection that's really streamlined through the water.
Yeah, well, it looks really clean.
Yeah, and we have all titanium. It's a mix of titanium and 3/16. 316 stainless is for all our hardware.
So, what's in your personal quiver right now?
Well, this is now coming into my personal quiver, which I'm very excited about. Just had the chance to get on it this week. And then my personal quiver, I ride a high aspect 725. That's my daily driver. And yeah, that's really the foil I'm on the majority of the time. Yeah. And then a whole variety of different masts, fuselages, and board combinations.
Yeah. You're using that primarily for kiting?
So I do winging, prone surf, tow surf, dock start, kind of a bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for showing us this board. And where can people go online to find out more information? We'll put the link in the description below.
Yeah, definitely. So you can go on to armstrongfoils.com, and you can expect to see this board available for sale at the end of this month. So that'll be at the end of September.
Cool. Thanks a lot.